Hey guys, my name is Scott, and I wanted to do a video today on the blues pentatonic scale, and this is geared for beginners of trying to get into playing the lead guitar. The pentatonic scale is a great place to start for a couple reasons. Number one, I mean, it sounds cool. That's where so much of the blues comes from. And rock and jazz and country, all those different things. But it's so simple, not in just its shape, but the fact that you can play any note pretty much at any time and they'll all sound good within it. And that's why it's a great place to start from with your lead work. So here's an A note. I'll give you my A string. Okay, and I'm plugged into an Igniter 15-watt combo, tweaker combo. I've got a delay pedal running through the effects loop, and I've got my midnight boost that I build and sell. So that's what I'm getting for my boost drive sound, and obviously with the Strat. And so what I want to show you is basically the standard form of the pentatonic scale and how to identify these different forms with which key you're playing in. So, for example, let's say you get together with a bass player and a drummer, and let's play in the key of A. Now, A minor is I'm going to show you the main form, and it starts right on the A note. That's a great way to identify it right away. So if you're playing in a minor key and you play this standard pentatonic scale, this particular form always starts on the root note, or the note that the key is in. So for example, let's say we're playing an A. Okay, and then the scale is 5/8. Then 5/7, 5/7, 5/7, 5/8, and 5/8. And I'll have that on the screen for you right here so you can see that. And now one of the things that I really focus on when I'm using this scale, there's pretty much like 3 different shapes that I try to think of most of the time. Although when you're playing for a long time, you can just start going all over the fretboard. You learn your fretboard. But anyway, I'll show you on the screen the 3 basic shapes. The first one falls below the root note. So the first one in the key of A is going to look like this. Okay, and then the second one in the key of A, which is the standard one we talked about. Okay, and then the third one is just the next step up. So you learn those 3, and you can move those all over the place, and they always kind of stay together. So a great way to get yourself where you're playing some lead stuff is to get your foot tapping to a rhythm like. And just trade off. Sounds good. You can play any note at any time. Okay, and you can even play some of the notes together. for a little bit more of a basic form, you know, we can do something which is just the 7th fret on the D string and the 5th fret on the G string, and then the 7th fret on the G string bended up. Okay, and you got something like this. And if you wanted to do that same thing in the key of D, and I'm just playing the same, out of that same shape, but in the key of D minor. Okay, so you can move that anywhere on the fretboard. If you're playing in the key of G minor, so any note sounds good in that pentatonic scale. It's just an absolute great way to learn how to play the lead guitar. And I'll have another video that kind of gets into detail about picking and things like that, but this is such a great way to start, especially if you want to learn how to improvise. You know, that's what this is all about. The pentatonic scale is just built for improvising. And yeah, basically, if you, now let's just switch real quick and say you wanted to play in A major instead of A minor. All you're going to do is you're going to take that same pattern that's in A minor, okay, and to play it in A major, all we're going to do is drop it 1, 2, 3 steps down, okay, and now the way that I remember this one, because you don't have the root note's not in the same spot, the root note is going to be your 2nd note in the scale. So the A note, F sharp, and then A. A lot more of a kind of a happier sound, I guess, with the major. But another way to remember it is your bar chords. Let's say you're playing in D major, okay? So you got a D major bar chord like this. The main form of the pentatonic scale bars against that chord. So if you're playing like this, you're going to do like this. Okay? So that's how you identify it. So to do it in minor, you're going to start on the root note. So if we're in A again, root note. Major, we're going to slide down 3 steps. And it's as easy as that. And just learn these shapes. When I'm playing lead guitar, I don't think of notes. I don't think of you know, I don't think about the key after I identify what key I'm in as much. I just pay attention to these kind of box patterns, and that's really the thing to think of. So thanks for stopping by for this. I hope it helps you out, and feel free to ask any questions, and please subscribe, and I'll make many more videos. Thanks a lot.